It with me about question number 1. In triangle ABC, if measure of angle A, 3 product by measure of angle B, we want to find the relation between AC and CP. In this example, we have how many sides? 1, 2, 3 in triangle, and give us this information. Measure of angle A, 3 by measure of angle B. It's meaning angle B will be obtuse. Then the side lengths will be opposite. This angle will be greater than inside in triangle. Then we can write AC greater than CP. Question number 2. Number 2. In numbers, the numbers 5, 4 in space can be lengths of side of triangle. We have 5, 4 in space. The third length will be greater than the difference between two sides and sum of two numbers. Then it will be greater than 1 and then line. Then L we're going to the open interval from 1 to 9. Okay, then the side length lies between 1 and 9. You must choose here it will be 8 centimeters. Then the length here will be 8. Choose letter A because 8 lies between 1 and 9. Next question, number 3. Number 3. In triangle ABC, right angle at B. APC, right angle triangle here at B. Then EC, we called it hypotenuse, greater than inside length. Then EC will be greater than BC. Choose letter P. Next example, number 4. If A greater than P and C greater than D, then A plus C will be greater than B plus D. A plus C greater than B plus D. Next here, question number 5. In the opposite figure, we want to find the value of x. We have here side lengths and we have the ray straight line and this ray perpendicular to the base. Then this angle will be bisect this ray CE bisect angle C, two equality angles. 90 divided by 2, it will be 45. Then the measure of angle here x will be 45 degree. Next question, number 6. Triangle. We have isosceles triangle and the measure of angle is the vertex here 40 degree and this angle was y plus 10. Then angle P, measure of angle B will be equal measure of angle C. It will be y plus 10 and it will be equal y plus 10. There are equality, two angles here. Okay, and we know the sum of interior angle in a triangle equal 180. Then 40 plus the vertex here 40 plus space y plus 10 plus y plus 10 equal 180. And then you can find the value y plus y equal to y and 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 40 equals 60 equal 180. Then you can find the value of y, 2y equal 180 subtract by 60. Then 2y will be equal 180 subtract by 60 equal 120 divided by 2. The value here it will be 60. And the value of y it will be 60. Next question, number 2. Question number 2 completes the following. Number 1, the point of intersecting the median of the triangle divides each them in the ratio from the base 1 to. We have triangle here and we called this point M, such that M divided the median. We called it the median. A BC triangle and ED the median bisect the base in the point D, and the ratio between DM to M A, the ratio will be 1 2. The ratio will be 1 2 from the base. Next question, number 2. The base angles of isosceles triangles are congruent. We have here isosceles triangles. The base angles here are congruent, or we can write equal in measure. Okay, the base angles of the isosceles triangle are congruent or equals in measure. Question number 3. The longest side in the right angle triangle is hypotenuse. Okay, we have right angle triangle. The longest side in the right angle triangle is the hypotenuse. Is the hypotenuse. Next question, number 4. In triangle ABC, measure of angle A 60 degree, and AP was equal BC. Then the number of axes of symmetry, it will be 3, because this triangle will be equilateral. Okay, because if we have one angle equals 60 degree, measure of it 60, and this triangle was isosceles, then the triangle will convert from isosceles triangle to equilateral triangle. Then we have 3 line symmetry. Number 5. The measure of exterior angles of the equilateral triangle is what? Exterior angles of right angle triangle equal 120 degree, because each angle here, the measure of each angles inside this triangle will be 60, then the outside here it will be 120 degree. Then the measure of exterior angles of the equilateral triangle is 120 degree. Now prove that here. Question number 3, letter A. In the opposite figure, find the perimeter of triangle. We can find the perimeter of triangle here. How? By using the rule. If we have side lengths join between the median between two sides in triangle, then this side will be parallel to the base, and this side will be half the length of this side, half the length of the base. Okay, and we have here E, B, C, and we have D and E. Okay, we have such that in this example he gave us BC was 10 centimeter and MC where M, okay, this point was, okay, I will draw here, and they give us this point will be M, okay, and MC was 6, this side length 6, and MP was 5, MP here was 5 side lengths. He wants to find the perimeter of triangle EMD, this triangle. Okay, pay attention about steps. First step, you can find the side here ED parallel to CP, and it lies between two medians point in two triangles, and ED half of CP. First step, such that E and D lie in the midpoint of EC and EP. Then CD will be parallel to CB, and CD will be equal half CB, half the base. In the length of this side it will be 5 centimeter. And then we want to find the length of MD. We have the point here EP, intersection was with CD equals the point M. Okay, intersect and this point M, and D is the midpoint. D is the midpoint of AB. Then CD is the median. Okay, CD here is the median. Then the ratio between MD and MD, I want to find MD, and we have CM, we have the ratio between them. MD 2 parts, 1 parts, and CM was 2 parts. Then MD will be half of CM. Half of CM, it will be half product by 6 equal 3 centimeter. Okay, it's relation number 1, and here relation number 2. We want to find the length of EM. He give us MB was 5. MB was 5. This side length 5 centimeters. Then we can find the length of ME. ME half of MB, and we have EM half of MB. It will be half product by 5. It will be 2.5 centimeter. Then you can find the perimeter of triangle. We can write the perimeter. We equal, we can add 5 plus 3 plus 2.5. 5 plus 3 plus 2.5. Okay, 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2.5, it will be 10.5. Okay, then the perimeter will be 10.5 centimeter. It's the perimeter of this triangle. Understood? Next question. Question letter B. In the opposite figure, we have isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. Here, pay attention, I will draw this triangle. And we have the point D here, join between the vertex here and this vertex. A, B, C, and this point was D. There are equilateral triangle here, and we have out isosceles triangle. He give us measure of angle A was 30 degree, and you want to find measure of angle ECD. You want to find this angle. We know this triangle BDC equilateral, such that in triangle DBC, DC equal BC equal DB, then measure of angle D, it will be measure of angle DCP equal measure of angle DBC equal 60 degree. Each one it will be 60 degree, and such that in triangle ABC, measure of angle A was 30 degree, and we have AC equal AP, then measure of angle C by the base here, it will be equal measure of angle B. Measure of angle B equal measure of angle C equal 180 subtract by 30. The vertex here was 30. 180 subtract by 30 divided by 2. It will be 150 divided by 2 equals 75. Then the measure of angle C here, it will be 75 degree. Then you can find the measure of angle ACD, these angles. It will be 75 here, subtract by 60. It will be 15 degrees. Then the measure of angle, it will be what? 15 degrees. The result will be 15 degrees. Okay, about question letter P. Next question. Question number 4, letter A. We have right angle triangle here, and this median is bisect the hypotenuse to equality. We have a BC triangle and this triangle, just write it. and we have here 30 degrees, this angle 30, and you want to find or prove that AC equal ABD. Okay, first step in such that in triangle, in first triangle here, first triangle ABC, we have measure of angle B equal 90 degree, and M is the midpoint, of CA. Then we can write MB will be equal half of CA. It's relation number 1. And in triangle BMD, such that measure of angle D equals 30 degree and the measure of angle M equal 90 degree, then we have MD will be half the hypotenuse because DB is the hypotenuse. Then MD will be equal MB, okay, MB half of hypotenuse DP. It's relation number 2. From relation number 1 and relation number 2, left hand side equal right hand side, isn't left hand side equal right hand side, then right hand side equal right hand side, then CA will be equal DB. Okay. Next question. We have triangle, right angle triangle here. A and XY was parallel to the base BC. Prove that measure of angle AXY greater than 45. Okay, he give us in this example AC was greater than AP. AC greater than AP, then this angle P will be greater than measure of angle C. Okay, why? Because EC greater than EB. I will draw it again because EC greater than. Okay, I will draw here. The side length is smaller than the side length here, and we have here right angle triangle, and this side length with parallel here X and Y, and A and B and C. Pay attention with steps here. Okay, he give us AC was greater than AB, this side length greater than this side length. Then the opposite angle, measure of angle B, will be greater than measure of angle C because it's opposite the greater side. Okay, and we have XY was parallel to the base CB, and EP and EC transverse them or cut off them. Then we have corresponding angles here equality. Then measure of angle X equal measure of angle B, and the measure angle Y equal measure of angle C. Okay, it's relation number 1, relation number 2, number 3, Roman 1 and 2 and 3. We can prove that measure of angle X greater than measure of angle Y will be greater than measure of angle Y, and we know measure of angle A equal 90 degree, then measure of angle B plus measure of angle C, it will be greater than 90, but P not equal C, but B greater than C, then B will be greater than 45. Then measure of angle B will be greater than 45. Then measure of angle X will be greater than 45 degree. Okay, because measure of angle B greater than measure of angle C, and measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equal 45 degree. Okay, 45 degree. Then measure of angle B greater than measure of angle C. It's meaning what? Measure of angle B greater than 45. Next question. We have examples here. Triangle. Put here X and X, and here 1 and 2. We know measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 equal 180. Okay, and measure of angle 1 was greater than measure of X, this angle, because it's exterior about this triangle, greater than measure of angle X, and the measure of angle 2 was greater than measure of angle X. Okay, we want to prove that. We can replace them. Then measure of angle 2 will be greater than measure of angle X here, 2 greater than X. Then the side lengths about this triangle CP will be greater than side lengths PD, because CB was the opposite angles 2 and BD opposite angle X. Understood? Again, first measure of angle 1 greater than measure of angle X here, because this angle will be what? Exterior angles of this triangle. The measure of angle of exterior greater than any interior. Okay, except behind it. Then measure of angle 1 greater than measure of angle P and greater than measure of angle X. Then measure of angle 1 greater than measure of angle X here, and measure of angle 2 greater than measure of angle X. This angle greater than this angle, and we know X equal X, then 2 will be greater than X. The side length opposite 2, it will be CB, and the side length opposite 1, it will be CB. Then CB will be greater than BD. Last question. We have triangle and bisect space side. We have D and E and B and C. It's bisect space quality. D is the median. You want to prove that, or prove that the triangle parameter of triangle APC, the greatest triangle parameter of it greater than twice of AD. Okay, first we can write relation in triangle APD, this triangle. We have the sum of any sides in any triangle will be greater than the third. It's equality about in triangle AP plus PD will be greater than AP plus PD greater than AD, and in triangle here ADC, sum of AD or EC plus DC, EC plus DC greater than the third AD. And then you can add relation 1 and relation number 2. AB plus PD plus EC plus DC. You can add them. You can write EP plus BD plus EC plus DC greater than ED plus ED. It will be 2 AD. And then EP plus BD plus DC, okay, BD plus DB, we can cancel it and write the line segment BC. Then AB plus BC plus EC, okay, I add BD plus DC equal BC here. And then it will be the parameter of triangle. Then the parameter of triangle, it will be greater than, the parameter will be greater than 80. Okay, he won't prove that. Understood?